Think I'm gonna be able to at least do something here, if nothing else. Okay, so we got 6 areas. Actually, not even 6 areas on each side. Although maybe what I should do is I should immediately start with grabbing a picture of this and just kind of starting to add that in there. Not that one. Wow, why do I even still have this on here? Anyway. Okay. So we'll just say, like, you know, this goes over here. It's not actually like a true connection or anything like that, but it is close enough as far as I'm concerned. There we go. So we got like left side, right side, that sort of thing. And then that is going to be how I'm going to explain the outpost. And then there's also going to be like a down or whatever. This doesn't do anything, does it? No, I can't seem to attack or shoot it or whatever. Right side. Because there are just so many different areas that you could possibly be going around to in Old Mibbins. In Old Mittens here. Outpost seems like a big area, is what I'm trying to say. All right. Hello, Pineapple and Snoopy. Welcome to more Middens. Mordens. What fresh hell is this? It's the same thing that we were doing before, right? It's just now I'm trying to actually figure out, like, where I'm going. Okay. So, we got, like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I remember correctly, this is just, like, 1. And then both of these lead to the same place. And then it is 1, 2, 3. All right, and then just real quick, we'll just go like left and right. Crafting your own map? I mean, I don't see any other way. Yeah, didn't mean to do that. I don't see any other way to do this. Do you? It's not like the game gives you a map after all. Okay, so let's start crafting this thing out here. I mean, I don't really see any other way that you could end up doing this. What do you got? Of course. Revering, all that sort of stuff. Doesn't seem like there's too much of anything, like, important in here. Nothing. There's, like, this thing, but obviously I barely even interact with it, so I don't even know what to describe that as or anything. So, we'll just start out there. Upper left room is, what would you even call this thing? Well, here, you know, what I should do is I should just, grab this out, and then I'll just make that, like, a little bit larger later. Eyeball man room? Sure. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. I don't know what else. It doesn't matter. They also have like little top hats and everything too, which I suppose is cool, but nothing really particularly useful. Did I even ever go into this one? I don't know. Fancy Dan room. They're not particularly fancy. Indeed, indeed, you are constantly feeling everything. So I guess we're going to call this one the lava lamp room. There is a place where I need to go get a lava lamp, even though I'm fairly certain that I cannot, like, get a lava lamp or anything in this game. You can't just, like, pick things up off of the ground. That would be absurd. What is this game about? Well, I am exploring the rift. There is a talking gun who wants me to kill everything. I refuse to. And then, I don't know. Lava lamp room. And then, what is the other one that we were looking at here? Yume Nikki style, surrealistic, oh yeah, knife room. I remember the knife room. It's a very painful one to go through. And if I remember correctly, there's nothing really at the end of this to do. Well, here, I'll just grab the picture of this and just be like knife room. Or just knives, I suppose. I'm not going to put room for every single thing that I do. All right, that'll work. So, yeah, the UK room. Because knives do not exist anywhere else in the world. Just like how the gun room would be the America room. Yeah, there's like this guy here, who seems pretty cool. They do admit that murdering people is not the correct action normally, which is why, of course, I am not going to murder it. The gun wants me to, but I don't really listen to the gun too much, to be fair. Also, I'm just going to go save real quick. Knives room. Yeah. So you played Knifey Spoony before. Okay, well, that's at least the top. That's top left side of the outpost, which I suppose is. I mean, it's a start if nothing else. Bubble room, I guess. Some of these guys can talk to me. Oh, and that actually does lead somewhere else. Okay. So let's just go. How exactly? What's your favorite Vermis? You know, I don't know. Probably the pure Vermis, at least so far. What do I want to call this? The bubbles, I guess. I don't know. Seems about as good a name as any. And this does indeed have some sort of other connection elsewhere, so I'll just kind of make note of that for right now. But bubbles are everywhere. Yeah, that's why I got a picture of it. Strange. Okay, this is just, yeah, this is like car room. I guess we'll just call it that. This one does not have any other locations that it might end up going to. Now, what was the klaxon there? Don't know. Oh, yeah, it does. I just still gotta dump that too so that I'm not getting confused as I'm doing this. All right. Grab you. No. Grab you apparently did not do that very well. Wee. No. Yes. Is there also a Wham room and a Santana room, you might ask too? No. Car. Room. I guess I'll actually put room for that one. Mapping gameplay? That's right. Only the sickest mapping action here on the Dr. Infernal Mr. Fireman channel. Yes, exactly. The bird is the cartographer bird. I guess I'll call this the unluck room. Or something. I don't really have a good name for a lot of this stuff. Or any of these. None of these have good names. Alright, okay, so that's at least the left side done, if nothing else. You know, and also I can just... Like, let's be honest, I could just get this up a little bit here, if nothing else. Don't necessarily need to have this that far down. Okay, so that's at least a good start. A start for what? I don't know. We're just gonna continue going through here and see what happens. Is kind of the way that I'm looking at it. What do you guys do? Okay, so we got bachelor room. Yep, I think that's, you know, of the two people that are in here, that's the takeaway that I'm gonna get here. What if you, like, Googled what to do next? Well, that's not very interesting in terms of gameplay now, is it? Neither is this, but you're gonna have to deal with that. Also, hey, Chiyoko. Welcome to this stream. Bachelors of Science or whatever. Alright. That'll cover that then. And like I said, I believe these two both lead to the same place. Now, I can't remember, but that's like a larger area. So that'll be something to start with. Let's call it Cloud Room. I think that is a good one. Working on Dead God. Your videos on Binding of Isaac are pretty cool. Hey, thanks. I mean, I have a bunch of Binding of Isaac content planned to like do something with. I have several hours of like Binding of Isaac footage. Yeah, just call it Clouds. It's like I'm hoping to get back to that at some point. Do something with it. I was like, yeah, I was working on like doing a sort of alternate Dead God type of thing myself. Your dad sucks at Binding of Isaac. That's not true. I think I accidentally murdered that thing. I don't know how. Let's just go back real quick to the title and reload the game. As always, I don't really know. Sometimes I just do that by accident. Not even purposely or anything. Anything good today? The only thing I've eaten today is a ground-up mash of cauliflower, carrots, and celery. If that's good, maybe. Okay, I don't even know how I describe this room. Spotlight room? Something like that. Sounds healthy. Exactly. You understand. Look, this is all... look, I'm trying to be a healthy boy, you understand? What am I doing? Oh, I guess I also had a very small cup of coffee, too. If you're into that. Spotlights? I don't know. I don't know how I describe... I do not know how I would even describe this one. Being kind with your streaming times. I mean, hey, I'm actually streaming to start with, so that's one thing just by itself. Fair enough. I understand. Wall tentacles? I guess I am just going to call it that and call it a day. Blue Kids Room? Sure. You know what? Whatever. Hey, if you got any suggestions for room names, I'll hear them out. Sure. Blue Kids. Okay. So there are two. Okay. So then looking at the outpost here, there are indeed. Hey, 2 cigs is a whole meal. I have never had. Would you consider yourself a raw dog streamer? Absolutely. If you come to the Dr. Inferno Firebird stream, you are getting full unprotected sex on here. Which is what I call playing middens. Streams without... I'm not wearing socks right now. It's true. 2 cigs. I have never smoked a cigarette before. How many pizzas can kill a walrus? I assume that a walrus probably not used to pizzas, like 2 or 3. You know, it's a tough experience for your first pizza. And if you have more than 1, you're just asking for trouble. Okay, I don't know where... all right, let's start over in the Bubbles room and see where that leads first. Walruses are big dudes. A small amount of poison can kill even the largest animal. Remember that. I don't know what that means. Did I get hurt or something? No? They just start the klaxon. How did I go into this door? Maybe they don't let me go in. Do they not let me go into the door if I kill one of the bubbles? That actually might be the case. This game's silly like that. Anything? Anything? Nothing at all. Can I go through here? I can. Quick rundown on this game. A surrealistic RPG exploration game, largely based off of Yume Nikki. Actual goals or whatever that I'm trying to accomplish, hard to say, but one of the big parts of this game is that I have a talking revolver that tells me to kill things. I am trying not to kill things, at least right now. Oh, speaking of which. All right, well, what do you got? Okay. Sure, breathing holes. Mm-hmm. Pretty nice diorama. Uh-huh. Okay. Slowly, horribly, and certainly. The gun has a very pessimistic view of life. From what class of person? I guess, let's just say the first one. No, I like my mother just fine. The old? Why are you taking this seriously, everybody? This gun is stupid. The useless and the baleful. Yeah. Of course, the gun would be certain of their ability to choose between the useful and useless. Yeah. See, this is my partner in crime here. I can't believe I even picked up this gun. Okay, well, is there, do we got branching path in his misogynist arc? I chose the first thing. Like, did you want me to choose the children? I don't think those are classes. I mean, you could create it as, like, you could define it as a class if you wanted to. What about you? All right. Shall we have another? They'll say one way, and yet I can go both ways. Checkmate, atheists. What about over here? Okay, and then it closes behind me. So I suppose I should probably have something specifically for when things are like one-way sort of doors. But I don't know what I would call that. Anybody got a name? Not even for the one-way doors, but let's just say, like, yeah. There, that means one way. Just put a dash through it. Actually, that would probably be a good one, too. It's like a little tiny dash. There, I like that. But what would I call this place? Call it Hotline Miami. You know what? Good enough. Hotline Miami. Who invented the potato? John Potato, of course. All right. So, to which place are we going to go here? Yeah, we got the one-way thing that I keep walking into the exit there. Good. I'm happy to see that. Stephen Potato Seed. Yes. Who invented vodka? John Vodka, of course. Okay, so I'm going to have to increase the size of this canvas. Just anchor it in the middle so that I can just do, like, at this point. Yep. That'll work. Did you know pasta was invented in China? So many cultures have noodles. That's just a reasonable sort of thing. That is the case. We'll call this the fence room, I guess, because there's fences here. Like, what do you want from me? Oh, what's the name of your first dog? What a weird question. All right. What are we looking at here? Pasta was a convergent invention type of thing, like wheels. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a very basic type of food stuff, right? But I can believe that it would be first in China. You know, it's not like it was shared between many different someone was trying to find your 3 security questions. Well, you'll never figure them out, I'll tell you. Why would you? All right. Is this another branching area? I don't know. It might be. It probably is. All right. This guy's telling me the sadness will last forever, as you do. I guess this would be, let's just call this one. I didn't get like a good, I'm going to have to try and make the, what's the name of the Fallout Radio's first 2 dogs? 1 dog and 2 dog, of course. Gonna have to do like another exploration around here because it looks like I have now hit a lot of branching paths once again. Nihilism room. Yeah, but the thing is I didn't get the previous room and that was a one-way one. I hate the power-hungry vermis. Security questions don't do anything. Hackers just look at your family's Facebook or something. Well, I mean, it's like you're not going to get information about me from the family Facebook. Like, come on now. You think I just freely put all of my question answers around here? I certainly do not. What do you think, save game? No, you're not the one that heals me. All right. Okay, and that just leads right back into there. Good, good. I do believe I should be able to hit, like, a return point here. Mother's maiden name, pet name, high school. Well, I mean, I don't think... I certainly do not... Well, the thing is, mine aren't, so you're not going to be able to get that information. Now, are you? Was there anything even in here? I kind of remember this room. Multi-factor authentication, ruined hacking. No, it just made it more challenging. Come on. Give an attempt to... It just means you gotta try harder. Or find different entrances. Alright, anyway. Look, don't you... If you do, like, the security questions and everything, and then this leads back to Sadness Room. Okay. Even with multi-factor authentication, some dumbasses would still fall for phishing. I don't know who you would be talking about there. Ooh, Let me tell you, it's... And I murdered this, and I murdered the sad man. Well, why is alt also murder? I find that absurd. Actually, you know what? I don't even know why I'm bothering with, Oh, yeah, I saved here, didn't I? Ah! I should remember that I can't just reload saves if I get myself in a place where I'm not able to do that. Because murder is the alternative choice. You know, I never thought of it like that. Mostly because that's stupid, but fair enough. What do you think, a guy from the upturned Nigerian Prince Fortune? Not even. Look, I'm a very gullible person, all right? I'll admit it. Good old tentacle heads. Anybody else? Makes sense. And does that mean that you just never refer to each other, or what exactly? Oh, good. The crying baby room. Love seeing that one. We'll talk about, what was it? Death Stranding again. I can make things secure if you're scared of hackers. If you have security questions, I'll answer them. What is security in the end? Can we ever be truly secure? Answer that. My one friend hacked Windows very quickly in front of the professor, and the professor stole everyone's passwords by hacking the local Wi-Fi. So everyone's passwords to what? What sort of like ridiculous movie hacking premise are you living in, where people just like wave a piece of tinfoil from a chewing gum in front of a phone, and then you have free calls forever, like what happened in the movie The Core? My CS:GO hats. Oh man, there's no way. I've never played CS:GO before. Probably never going to play CS:GO. I was talking about maybe playing Modern Warfare on that Fallout 3 at some point. Am I just stuck in here? No, I'd probably just go down here, right? Indeed, it was. No would say no, indeed. I dislike shooters. Well, so do I, but that doesn't mean that I don't play them. He's a very verbose character. Now, I don't really know what that means, but yes. Okay, the same thing. What is this game? Why, it's Middens. Ah! No, it's just an exotic soul eater. I've already beaten one of these before. Unless it's like a particularly powerful exotic soul eater, I think I should be totally fine. Look, you don't understand. We gotta go kill things occasionally if I feel like it. But I do not kill things because, come on. You know that only... Didn't you ever play Undertale? You know that only leads to bad things. Come on. Is Powder Keg just extremely low hit chance or something? Because I feel as though I never hit it as well as I wanted to. Not because I hate violence, but because they're boring. Yeah, but the thing is, it was so popular for so long. How could you not be at least a little bit interested in what the deal was with the Modern Warfare? Military shooters were a dominant force in video games for a while. Including in places like Fallout 3, like I was just talking about. What is, like... Don't you at least want to experience it? Although I would probably say that the multiplayer was the big experience to be had there, but regardless, it's still a piece of history in its own way, and influential to this very day. I mean, they're still making Calls of Duty, so I think it's at least worth examining, right? Closest thing my Steam library is to a shooter is No Man's Sky. I definitely have like several of this stuff. I got like Doom here. I got like Metro played. Oh, come on. And it's just another Exotic Soul Eater again, except this time I don't actually have I'm just gonna run because otherwise I probably win, but this is gonna take too long. As far as I'm concerned, right? What do you think? Ah, yes, the Freedom and Bondage guy. I remember that character. Right back into it. I hate shooters because I have to shoot cops and I just couldn't do that. Is that a reference to that one, like, Spider-Man game weird thing? There was some weird drama happening with that. I kind of vaguely remember it, though. Yes. Well, I'm starting to recognize some of the areas around here. I don't know if that's necessarily... paraphrasing an Elon X-eat. What a stupid... That also sounds like something true as well. They brought back Robert Downey. The guy... I keep confusing Robert Downey with Martin Downey Jr., who was, of course, the namesake of one of the Koopalings. No, that's the guy who played the Ironed Man. The man whom irons, right? Cool. Probably shouldn't kill that guy, then. Just a feeling. What do you think? There are so many different things. Yeah, it's like he was gone after they did the Infinity Gem Saga thing, whatever that was called. I don't know. I still find it strange that they made a movie out of the weird 1993 crossover dealio. But well, here we are. It was very popular. People actually know who Thanos is now, which is a strange idea to me. Well, there you go. Yeah, he's playing a different character. What did? Look. I'm not gonna say like a single person is limited to but a single role in any sort of property. But I do think that that's perhaps a famous enough character. I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna do him up. What with the de-aging CG or something. It's just like, and now he's, I don't know, some other guy. Who is he playing? Do you got a name, or do you just got, hey, they sign a contract? Gonna milk huge jacked man and RDJ until they become corpses and then use necromancy on the corpses. They already do that. I just said they got the de-aging technology. Anybody who's famous right now will continue to be famous for the next 500 years. Like look at the Han Solo guy, whom I can't remember the name of. He's got a name. True. Dr. Destiny? Oh, all right, sure. Still strange to me. What do you think, old chompy guy? Apparently nothing. No opinions on the subject. Oh, he's gonna be Doctor Doom? No, he's not. Shut up. That's dumb. Also, are they trying to make another Fantastic Four movie? Again? How many times? How many failures can they bear before they give up on you know, which the entire MCU loves clowning on? Well, now I'm actually pulling for the Fantastic Four, because the Fantastic Four, there is nothing wrong with like the characters or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. It's a very like 70s, you know, like, it's the family of it's the atomic family of superheroes type of thing. But I just feel doesn't really play as well in like a modern type of, well, at least like considering what a lot of the modern Marvel movies are. But at the same time, it's like, it's not a bad idea. I just hope they get it right this time. All right. Indeed, conversation is. It's like I feel as though making just a sheer amount of mockery for the Fantastic Four is not deserved. Still, though, it's every one of the Fantastic Four movies, none of them have been particularly successful, have they? There's been a few. It was like, of course, the Corman one that was never actually released. Right. And then, you know, you had the 2000s one. I don't remember what that one was even. It did have a sequel, so I guess that was at least moderately successful. Ooh, nice. What about you? No. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. You know what? I'm not going to back down from that. And then there was like the weird, edgy one or something. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I remember this place. This was like a game you would help create. I feel like I would give it a little bit more direction. Dropping some quip referring to how he used to be Iron Man or something. Yeah, okay, so I see what they're doing then. It's stupid. Oh yeah, it's William. I remember that guy. I still probably cannot fight him even if I felt like fighting him, and I don't know. And then the whole cinema laughs, and then they start clapping. But not their hands. Where to? Send me back to the outpost, baby. We were not done mapping that place. We have so many more maps to be making. Yeah, not to the left, not to the right, to the left. If I remember. Now, Charlie Brown. Yep, just head right in here. Talk to this guy for no particular reason. And then back to it! Streams in sequential days, dark times. It's true. We are truly living in the darkest timeline where I actually make content and not just, you know, spend all of my time doing other things, I guess. Like what do you want me to go through the itemized list with what I do day by day? I can, I suppose, if you're... But why would you want that? All right, back through here. Already got this stuff mapped out. This leaves over to the next place. Classify everything you've done to sustain your life as adulting and write it off. It's true, you do get quite the tax break for adult-based activities. Not those kind. I also said that in the Kirby video. Why? Nah, whatever. Hey, are you anything, by the way? No. I'd be interested in that. What? Interested in classifying everything as adulting, or interested in what I do day by day? Okay. So I guess and then this leads into the sadness room. Oh, the second one? I mean, yeah, it's like, who's going to stop you? Really? Who's going to tell you that you cannot be an adult? Yes, okay. So let's wacky magenta hallway. Let's just call it that. I don't know. I don't know what I call it. I don't have good names for these. I just kind of call them what they look like. And exhaustive and excruciating details of everything you do in a day. Oh boy. Well, I woke up today at 7:30 in the morning. I was watching for a good, I don't know, like half hour or so. I was watching let me see, YouTube video. There's a full playthrough of an I Want to Be the Guy fan game called, what was it? Shoot, Taming the Ruins. Then for about like the next 2 hours, well, first off, I went out and I got coffee very quickly after getting up. And then I came back, started drinking said coffee, and was starting to do a bunch of flashcards for Japanese study, which I recently went through the entirety 15,000 vocab, kind of picked out the ones that I still don't really know too well, so I got about 2,000 I'm still grinding through. 2,500. Did roughly about 500 or so before about 10 a.m., alternating back and forth between watching more I Want to Be the Guy fan games, and then about 20 minutes before starting the stream, I did a little bit more Fallout 3 to make sure that I got all of the places on the map for the second half of the stream here. Then I started up Middens. We're doing that right now. And then pretty much after this, what I'm probably going to do is take like a 20-minute nap or something like that, just kind of come down from the stream, and then right back into studying, right back into doing flashcard study, hopefully to finish up the full 2,500 that I got here. Like I said, alternating. Right now, I got also up here playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy 2 that I'm watching, and the full text of Pride and Prejudice for when I get bored of studying. So I'm going to try and at least go through 2 or 3 chapters a day on that. I would normally have done exercise earlier in the day, but I'm probably going to save it to closer to 8, 9 o'clock at night. Go out, been going about like 4.5, 5 miles per hour a day on that because it's in between the weight training days. Okay, there you go. That's everything. The exhaustive detail. Probably also go out later in the day and maybe get a sandwich of some variety. And Fallout. I don't know if I'm going to get to Fallout. The plan was that after doing more of the flashcard study, do you do walks every day? Every day. An hour each time. And like I said, every other day is resistance training. But, whatever. No, it's like after doing the flashcard stuff, the plan was to go and start working then, now that I finished up with Kirby, on Pocket Kingdom. Probably do about like 20 minutes or so recording. I think I'm probably just going to make the previous videos private and just make one super video to cover that. So, yeah. And it's not really walks. It's more like jogs at this point. Started out walking, but I alternate between walking and jogging because it has been actually pretty rough on the legs as of late. Don't want to hurt myself. Let's call it Magenta Hall and leave it at that. There you go. Obviously, a lot of that sort of stuff is going to be past this point. So, I don't really know, like, don't really have the rest of the day planned out as of just yet, but that is what I am planning to do. The streaming, of course, is going to be roughly, I don't know, about 1 hour of Middens and then 1 hour of Fallout 3, unless somebody, the Point Lookout DLC. Like I was saying, I prepped that one thing up. I don't know, unless you want to see something else, basically. If you have a different opinion on that. All right, let's... Oh, let's call it Ominous Tower. I don't know. Feel like that's a reasonable sort of stuff. It's important that you stop streaming while I'm working. Were you laughing out loud at hearing my description, my excruciating description of what I do in a day? I'll probably get to sleep by midnight. We're going to see you suffer through Shadow of the Erd Tree whenever somebody forces me to play it, because I'm not going to. I mean, I also don't have it right now, so it's not like that's going to... So it's not like that's going to be a choice for second half of the stream type stuff. I mean, I should be doing Fallout. I do have what's going to be the next Fallout video up right now. The what I'm calling Fallout 2 Gaiden, which is a bunch of the side quests in the game. I got those all recorded, but I actually need to, you know, figure out what I'm going to say. You'd absolutely despise it. Oh boy. What? Then why would I want to play it? Here we are in the Yellow Void. Does not really seem like there are too many alternate areas to be going into. Okay, that leads here. Which I think is actually, a place with alternate exits too, right? Actually, it's the Sadness Room. Okay. Piss Void, I was thinking about doing Urge. No, there's also even another one here too. Maybe finally get that one done, but it's like I'm still working on Fallout and everything, so I don't know if I got a couple games to do for. Like big, I don't, what would you call these stupid series that I'm doing right now? Well, what would you call the Fallout style videos? I don't know. I guess that would actually just, really, it's like, I'm probably not even called yet. Wait, would it be the Ominous Tower? Did this lead into here? No, that was leading, yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember exactly how everything's working here. It's, confusing. Straw dolls, I suppose, right? Can set that over there. I guess the saga of Doc meandering through irradiated slop. But you barely ever get irradiated in the first two games. That's true for the remaining games, but I don't know about everything else, really. Okay, so Sadness Room leads back here. The Piss Void. But this Piss Void does not actually have like alternate exits to it, is the thing. That's an important thing to do. You know, I suppose we could end up playing a bit of Urge after this if you wanted to, if you weren't interested in seeing Fallout 3 LC. Okay. And then pretty much, I guess what I'll do is I'll just say that the Magenta Hallway has two exits that both lead there. And one of them is a one-way. Call it the Sad Room. So two ways to get in here. All right, one of them is... All right. I meant more like, what would you consider it to be for? Was there something else in here? Yeah, there's several different areas I can go to, right? Well, let's check out what this is first before I start going too far into anything. Thanks. Real useful sort of stuff. I don't know. Like, do I want to consider this a different area? I mean, I guess it's technically not Straw Dolls. But, like, Straw Dolls has several exits that all lead to this place. Alright, well, let's... Yeah, also let me just real quick here. You know, I got no good... I mean, one of the things that you probably want to do is just go, like, open up some sort of IDE and just start messing around with whatever you can. It's like, that'll teach you a lot of stuff just alone. 2 doors. So, where are we going from here? We'll call it the Big Dragon Room, I suppose. It seems like the best idea here. Ew. And... Big Dragon, sure. I don't think messing with an IDE would teach you any useful without any prior programming knowledge. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know if any like good tutorial type of stuff for that. Wants to get into programming, but I have no idea where people start learning. I don't know either. And we have like several different areas here. And of course, one of them is a one-way. Again. Why does this keep happening to me like this? Keep getting the ridiculous stuff, I suppose, right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Hence why I am not going to tell you anything. That's how it works, baby. Where do I go from here? This place seems promising. Maybe. Is that really a way that... Like, does that mean anything? Being promising? I see. The eloquence hides the ineloquence of the truth. And then that leads me back here. Which once again are kind of like with the one-way stuff, we're sort of in a way that I don't actually know where I'm going now. Nothing in here. Then yeah, I don't know. I explored this entire area. I found nothing of any interest, right? There was a... How do I exit this place? I don't know. Well, back into it then, I guess. Was there another area around here? Oh. Okay. I suppose that's something, right? It does look like an elevator, but I don't know. Things look like a lot of things in this game. What can I say? I'm gonna go down to basement floor 2. Okay, and that's this place. Basement floor 1 then. Doesn't seem particularly interesting. I don't. If I have any, I will give it to you. Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Makes sense. You got nothing. Okay. So there is like a entirely separate area. Was this floor 1? Yeah, okay. And then floor 2 leads me back up. Okay. So this is at least some other areas that I know how to get to places from. Wait. Was this different places before? Did steak and eggs is like a thing that people eat. Those little guys in the elevator extremely mood. Oh no. They forced me to murder if I want to get past these guys. I don't know if I do. Now, was it basement floor 1 that leads to I don't. Does anybody remember which one led to the ground floor here? Not you. Is it floor 1, the street area? That's what I want to go to. Yes, here we go. All right. Have I been in this place before? Yes, because I remember that line. There's also like this guy here too, which I definitely remember very well, but I don't know if there's anything I can do with aside from murder. Yes, I've done that before. It's pretty nice, weird cat thing. I hate the power-hungry one. Why can't I ever grab it? Feel like I should be able to. Oh, anything else? I mean, this is where I kind of like started out last time, right? Suppose going to the left would be the most optimal choice if I was going to pick anything. Because going to the right, I know eventually leads me back to... Nothing. It eventually leads me back to the beginning of the game. Well, at least there are things mapped out at this point. You cannot deny that I have made a great progress in at least creating a partial map of Middens for now. I don't know, as it is, it's been about an hour. So what do you feel like? What are you feeling like for the second half of the stream here? Which, Dead Cells? I mean, we can do Dead Cells, I suppose. Even you feel like it. I was thinking like Fallout 3 or maybe doing Urge if you really wanted to see that. I can give it a try. Tactics run? Yeah, all right. Oh, now I'm back here. Oh, there is actually... Okay, well, there was actually an alternate alternate exit to this place after all. Actually, do I want to call it this? Do I want to do this one? What do you think? Good. So the outpost has even more exits that I was not aware of at first. Nah, I wouldn't really say so. Do not have a book of poetry. And everybody's just giving me wormwood capsules all over the place here, aren't they? That does not lead any farther. This does, okay. Ooh. I don't know. I guess that is a save point. You can barely tell, but it certainly is. All right. Anything else? Anything else y'all want to give me here? I mean, aside from just wormwood capsules. Whatever. Yeah. I am going to go use the bathroom real quick, so give me a second. All right, which one are we doing? Next, it's whatever your choice is for the next one, I suppose. Whoever says the next thing, I suppose, is what I'm going to end up doing for the next hour or so. Saving me all my stuff, though. The next thing, DC Dead Cells, got it. Let's do a little bit of Dead Cells, baby. Tactics run, you said, right? There we are. Are you in a tornado? What do you mean? No. Is my microphone messing up? Because it might be. I don't know. That happens pretty regularly. Yeah. Fine on my end? Oh, all right. All right. Dead Cells, the tactics run. Let's just go. I can hear a siren? Maybe? I don't know. It is raining outside right now, but probably not. I can't hear it anymore if so. Okay. What was I doing here? What was actually the last thing that I was doing here? I was to go for my 10,000 run thing. I mean, I guess we'll just go like normal mode and then do the ambulance kind, or the kind that draws sailors to the death at the bottom of the sea. That could be too. Do you feel yourself being drawn to? Do you feel yourself like Odysseus? Are you on some sort of Odysseus-style odyssey? Because that could result in potentially, death at the hands of some sort of sea creature. I don't really know. In the meantime, though, what am I feeling like? What am I feeling like for heads and not heads? Still got 3 locked, of course. Let's go with... I don't know. The classic. Yeah, you know what? I like the apostate outfit. That's a good look, right? And Dark Vortex. Just because, I don't know, I feel like this is a pretty decent look to start out with, if nothing else. From here, like I said, just doing tactics, right? So, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Yeah, you're still tactics only, right? Sure. All right. And of course, I don't even start out with a single point into tactics in my... start out with a single point from my... I'm 5, right? Yes. Don't even start out with a single point in tactics from my necklace now, do I? Which is only making this so much easier, at least to start with. I mean, hey, it's not the easiest type of game as it is, and certainly having no health is not going to make this any easier from this point now, is it? Whatever. I mean, it's still, I feel like being able to choose whatever I want in terms of stuff, just the only thing is, hey, do a tactics run. Should make it pretty simple to be able to beat this, right? Well, we'll see. It all kind of depends on what they want to end up giving me here. And if I can do a little bit of this, there you go. Of course, didn't even kill the elite, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I remember when I did the run with... when I was doing the run with the lightning bolt, I thought it was actually pretty good. All right? Some good high-quality type of stuff in terms of actual DPS as well as everything else that you can get out of it. And aside from the fact that it does hurt you if you screw it up, it still does good. I mean, yeah, DPS, but what does DPS really mean if you die? What if the DPS is against you? Have you ever considered that? Because, I mean, that's currently what I'm considering. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. There you go. Good hit there, too. Deaths per second. Something that you can get very high in a deadened cells. Now, isn't that true? I was about to hurt myself there. But... perfect. Hey, invisibility necklace. You know what? I'll take it, because that's funny. And also should make this at least relatively easy. I shouldn't speak too soon. Sarah card. I'll just keep what I got for right now. Seems like a good idea. Arctic eggs. I don't know what that means. What is Arctic eggs? Is that a new game? Is this some sort of weird name for a game that you've come up with? I have never heard of that before. You know, I'll go into the Arboretum. I do quite like a little bit of plant life in my life here. It's a game you should play. Well, tell me more about it, because I have never heard of this eggs of the Arctic nature. Eggs of an Arctic disposition. Chili boys, I like calling them. I mean, you know how it is, where it's just like I still got plenty of other wacky things that I need to be doing anyway. So it's like, I don't know if I want to. You know what? Yeah, when I'm talking about dying pretty quickly, why not just take that? Give myself at least a slight bit of stuff. It's really a physics game where you flip things in a pan. Do I want to play physics games, though? I always feel like physics games are too... close. Physics games are often too difficult to control. Imprecise for me to really get into too much. But, like, I don't know. I mean, I suppose, well, as always, one of the things I could just say is, hey, you know how to make me play a game. And if you're like, it's too expensive, then just wait until I'm done with all the other games. It'll happen one day. It will happen. One day. There we go. Perfect. And by perfect, I mean, it's like, it still took a pretty massive amount of damage, but I'm doing just fine. That's what rally's for, right? It's not what checkers is for. Oh. Ooh, what do you got? If you give me, I as always, I was hoping for a legendary weapon there, but I mean, I know that also is always not something that is going to happen tremendously often now, is it? I can't just get 2 of the guns every time I want one, right? Look, I want to get 2 guns. Gee, Mr. Firebird, how come your mom lets you have 2 guns? The answer is, of course, because I'm American. Yeah, whatever. I'll take a little bit of, just a tad of the old malaise. It's not the old malaise. You would know if it was the old malaise. This is new malaise. It's like the Coke. But it is also like a lot more forgiving. So, and as always, I say every single time that the difficulty in Dead Cells out of whack, baby. It is all over the place. If they decide to make the game easier, I am not going to complain. I know some people will. Me, no. Not that they're planning to make the game anything at this point in time, right? Am I right, kids? You know I'm right. Hey, thank you, Precious Cinnamon Buns. I love you, as always. As you know. If you want to play something weird, I mean, I still got a Kitten Burst up and ready to go whenever I end up getting to that. It's been getting a lot of updates lately. At least judging by the Steam page, so surely that must mean something. It's too small a game to spend points on. But what are you looking to get, like, value out of the games you're asking me to play? And I got hit by it anyway. That's stupid. Cannot believe that I've done this to myself yet again. Well, I mean, I can, because I do this all the time, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh, me playing incautiously in a video game? I never heard that one before. Certainly not. But whatever. Yes, I am. Well, what sort of, like, I'm curious. If I were to give you, hey, thank you, Sam and Brad. I love you, as always. You know I love you. Brad. You know I love you. You know, I'll take Snake Fangs. Snake Fangs is a fun weapon that I do not use enough. Maybe not the best idea in an area with Thornies, but, you know. What is a good idea in an area with Thornies? Nah, whatever. Of course. Yes, of course. Doing that. When it takes 2 years to save up points, I'm doing daily streams, baby, for now. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't know. I usually tend to be very bad at making promises on anything. I don't even know. Hey, remember how I left a beat over there? That was close. This is a good time to use it. Get rid of all of you first. Or radish, whatever it was. Whichever one of those things that I left over there, I'm going to go eat it now. After several years, I'm almost at 50K. Well, which one would you want if you... Wait a second. No. That was Teresa that got the... I was going to say, it's just like, wait a second. No. Were you the one that got the Deep Rock Galactic Survivor? No. That was Teresa. I remember people in my stream. It's not parasocial or weird. What are you talking about? Whatever. I think people that talk about parasocial relationships are ridiculous anyway. I love you all. Now let's go cuddle in bed. Chat with my phone. I'll just like take out my phone and I'll just like I'll whisper sweet nothings to you. Yeah, that's good enough. I mean, hey, another thing here. 22. Fine, like, what do you want though? What's like the game? If I was gonna give you a free one right now. If I'm gonna be like, hey, here's a freebie, baby. I do that sometimes. What would you want? Big old radish. It is a radish. You know, I got some radishes. I didn't actually include that in my my vegetable slop earlier today. Doing tactics. I'm not doing brutality. I forgot. I'll be honest. I forgot. It's like I don't like playing tactics too often. It's hard. It's rough. It's everywhere. You know, I kind of. Whatever. Let's just go to Prison Depths. I think that's a pretty good choice most of the time, regardless. And play a weird game for me. Okay, I'll start up Kitten Burst. But I mean, first off, I want to do Pocket Kingdom. And also, let's do Pocket Kingdom. Then I can take a break before jumping right back into Animal Well, which I still got to go finish up here, right? You know what? I think a pretty decent take most of the time. System Shock 2. Not System Shock? I know they made a remake of that game recently. It's also... Hey, I mean, everybody knows Shodan. It's a pretty famous character in video games. Maybe maybe not so much anymore. Just to be sure that I can hit things at a distance, at least for the time being. You're a dog is my game. I gave you a free game, and your game was Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Hope you enjoyed. I don't know if you even actually ended up watching that 2-episode mega series. I did it though. I beat the game. I also had a lot of technical issues with it, so you know. Take that. Hey, take that how you will. Good. Did I actually manage to get? Well, I got one. Yeah, no, I got the 2. Eee. Now that's what I call an execution. Volume 38. And liposuction for whatever that's really worth at this point for me. Eventually I'm gonna get like more outfits when I go and finish up the... Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna go get more outfits when I end up finishing up the boss rush. It's like that's the last one to do. I just don't want to. Hey! Stupid inconsistent movements from elite enemies. I mean, well, okay, it's not inconsistent movements, but you know what I'm talking about, right? It's faster. I'm used to enemies performing at a specific amount of efficiency and no more. Like that. See, I got that easy. Also, I do in fact see y'all got me. Blowpipe? I'm not like a huge fan of the blowpipe. Rather have it not have to hit enemies in the behind, but you know. Didn't watch Deep Rock Galactic out of spite. It's not Deep Rock Galactic, it's Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Totally and completely different. I mean, it is. That is actually true. It is a very different game. There you go. Just keep... In fact, I might just want to... come on. Oh, at least I got the second one. Ugh. Good, I guess. You know what? This is about the point in time that I'm just going to not even worry too much about my healing. I'll be fine in the future, right? And there you go. Perfect. Ammo might be an issue here, I'm just noticing right now. Well, we'll see. Play something weird. I mean, we could have also done, you know, Urge. That didn't actually hit the slasher there? Oh, whatever. Fine. And there we go. Just keep slamming on stuff until I win. That's kind of the strategy I'm going for. Yeah. That was close. I gotta go for the criticals here. The fact that I'm not going for the criticals is hurting me, right? All right. Tactics to me is most gratifying. Oh, that wasn't a game suggestion. That's just, I don't know. I find tactics too difficult. At least on higher levels. On lower levels, it's like you go tactics all the time because you don't die in a single hit. It makes a huge difference. I do have the invisibility necklace. I should be using that. I could have saved myself a potion charge if I was doing that before. Yeah, but at what cost, right? The boring gameplay, that's what cost. Do occasionally enjoy the relaxation you get from the... I never smoke. I've never smoked in my entire life, actually. I am somebody who is... I don't know, I just never was interested. So yeah, I could not tell you anything about smoking a cigar of any variety in any way. Old Clean Lungs Firebird. Even when I had marijuana for the first time a couple years ago, it was one of the gummy things. And what do we got? Maybe I'll just take the double ammo. Damned Vigor could also be pretty... You know, I feel like Damned Vigor is actually... Nah, let's go into the morass. I don't want to go. I mean, Nah, you don't inhale cigars. I don't know how to smoke at all. I mean, that's the other thing, too. We were talking something about like smoking with your anus in the last stream, and I feel like that's like what more do I really need to say on that subject? Get over here. I do not want to have to deal with you whilst fighting a more powerful creature. Let's get at least. Yep. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. It's like, I can do this. I can get him. Look, I'm very uninformed. Yeah, well, you know me. It's just like I barely ever use anything. I get the occasional caffeine. I get I very rarely have a drink. And then when I do, I definitely go all out. But, you know. It's been a while, all right? As Stained would say. There you go. There we go. Feeling good. At least because not Damn Vigor. What is this? Is it called Damn Vigor? Whatever. This should help me out a lot when it comes to dealing with the Curse Chest. Because if I'm taking this particular mutation, definitely going to be taking it, right? It is something that should allow me to recover pretty easily. If I don't die here. Those drunk streams are fun. They're so embarrassing, though, every time. Like, I just keep looking at him, and I'm like, I don't want to have that content up on the internet. I just feel ashamed. Like, come on. I'm an adult. A for real, actual adult human being. I should not be getting blotto on stream, you know? Is it up here? This place is so huge. Where is this cursed chest? Yeah. And nothing again. Man, okay. Well, I guess it's not there then. Come on, give me the cursed chest. It's the only thing I'm looking for. Good. Get the execution here, too, if nothing else. Just line up everything real nicely to find that I do not have any enemies here to fight. Again. Whatever. You know, Dan's Vigor does make dealing with curses a lot easier. Or at least a lot less stressful more than anything else. No. And right here, eh? That was quick. Alright. That was quick in terms of, yeah, it was going to be something annoying with you. Almost at 62. Hey, I feel like I never get that in this area. But, I mean, you know why. Come on. Come on, get the guy. Okay, whatever. Good, 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 good. Xenonauts. What is a Xenonauts? Is that like a game like XCOM? I feel like I might have seen. I feel like I might have seen that game recommended to me from Steam when I was playing XCOM. Why wouldn't you just want me to play XCOM then? I think it would be fun to go play UFO Defense, Terror from the Deep, and Apocalypse. Hey! Got hit a lot. Okay, so the very last area that I could possibly go to is apparently where that is at. Oh. There you go. I don't want to use another potion charge. I might need to, though, at this point. I guess you stream. Do you think we'll ever get the last Dead Cells update out of beta, or will it just be another Silk Song? Ugh. I feel like the Silk Song's more likely to come out of beta at this point. Yes. But we'll see. Come on. Tomorrow for sure. I saw that as I was pausing it. And did not have time to react. And also, just like, where is the food shop's up there? Okay, so I did actually find it already, as it turns out. All right. Yeah, get rid of all you. Infantry grenade, I'm not even going to bother with. Whatever. Hey, Duke Nukem Forever, Dick Kickem Forever did come out. Don't forget about that. Dookie Nukie did, in fact, come out. It's bad, but, you know. It happened. Take that how you will. I like some of the modernization that Xenonauts has done. Whatever. I don't need no modernization. I am only too happy to play... I see. To play with the old school version in the old school style. Kicking it old school, right? In about 15 years, Randy Pitchford will buy it and will release it and it will suck. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it was a bad game. Also, I don't even know, who is Randy Pitchford? Well, I mean, if you're just going to give it to me. Right? The guy from Gearbox. Okay. I'll get to it. Hooray! I'm the best. Why? Are the cells alive, hopefully? Well, I've got bad news for you. They're not. As evidenced right there. All right, see ya. Hey, they just gave it to me, right? He also really likes magic, like the sleight of hand magic. Yeah, I don't know anything about that guy. Ooh, Paraglyphs. I do like Paraglyphs is pretty fun. I'll probably just stick with Blowgun, at least for right now, though, right? You have any plans to try Windbloom? If it's any good. I don't know. I mean, as always, I have no loyalty to any company. I am loyal only to myself. And that means that if I did... And, like, as such, it's like, you know, there's plenty of, like, sequels and everything that I haven't really played, right? Even if I very much enjoy the game. It's like, you have to earn it for me, right? All right, bye. Whee! And here we are. Hello, sweetie. Welcome to Dead Cells. We're doing Dead Cells today. But only like for a little bit, I suppose. I don't know how much Dead Cells is actually going to be occurring in this very stream. Among Us DLC for Vampire Survivors. But the thing is, I've already played so much Vampire Survivors. I keep saying that it's like, unless it's going to be like they change up the DLC. Among Us DLC for Dead Cells. Well, if they want to do that, sure. I'll take more DLC. I'll take any updates to this game at this point in time. Yep. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, unless the DLC like really substantially changes up the gameplay, I feel like I have played Vampire Survivors enough. Besides, you can always watch Deep Rock Galactic Survivors. It's like it's still that same sort of style there, though, right? Void Stranger DLC, you know that's not it. Nobody knows what Void Stranger is except for me and like 3 other people. There's no way anybody would ever release anything related to those games. Play base Vampire Survivors, have no desire for the DLC. First DLC was fun. They did change it up a little bit, but not like substantially enough that I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go play a lot more stuff. I'm one of them, unfortunately. That's right. You got the big booba brain rot. Sorry to say. If you make a full recovery, let me know how you did it. And there you go. And not quite. But, oh. Hey, avoid strangers. Great. If you never watch trailers, how do you find out about upcoming games? YouTube will like suggest them on my homepage, and then I just like look at them, but I don't actually watch the trailers. Also, what does it matter? What am I really missing out on? It doesn't really change the core gameplay. Yeah, I thought so. Look for Void Stranger mods for Starbound. Server's definitely for the server that is definitely not dead. Oh, you kids in trying to make Starbound work. It's never gonna work. It's like Fetch. You kids like Heathers, right? And you know if the game is interesting if you don't watch it? I don't! I mean, I look at other people doing gameplay, I suppose, when the game comes out. And if I judge it to be interesting enough, I'll play it myself. That, or I just see it on Steam, and I'm like, hey, that game looks fun. Which happens. And this is a fun movie, so is American Psycho. Oh, I feel like American Psycho, what with the Sigma male grind set type of stuff is all I can think about with that. Yeah, these days. Still, though, it is a good movie. It's a real wild, weird movie. Sideways? I never saw Sideways. I've heard of it, but, you know. Have not seen it myself. Hear about the Dead Cells animated series? Oh, yeah, but I mean, you know that my love is for the game itself. I'm not like out here like, oh yeah, I got to get all the secondary the media or whatever. Kind of one of those things where it's just like usually, I mean, especially with video games, I usually don't even tend to watch or do anything with like secondary media because, you know, tend not to be as good. That whole thing hates lore. Yeah, that's right. I mean, look. If you wanted to put the lore, if you wanted to have the lore for this, you should have put it in the game. There you go. If you expect me to go and look at outside resources, well, you're wrong. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. Was Sideways? Wait, am I thinking of the right movie? Is Sideways the ones with like Paul Giamatti as like a wine critic or something like that, or maybe he's just like a wine aficionado? Thought that was, but now that I'm thinking about it, that might not be the case. Yes, okay, so that was the one. Yeah, I'd never seen it myself. That's really depressing. That seemed like sort of a. At least the trailers I remember made that seem like kind of a lighthearted movie. You know, sort of like a road trip type of thing. I would say that it's like it couldn't possibly take a turn at some point, but it didn't really seem that. Yeah, whatever. I thought it was hilarious. What? I never watch movies, you know. I am somebody that is very much out of the loop on all of that. Yep. And there we go. Whew! As long as it's in the game. Yeah, I'm interested in your lore if it's in the game and if you don't spend too much time on it. The more time that you spend on lore, the less interested I am in it. I always feel like it's a good rule of thumb for how I look at that sort of stuff, right? You've seen Blazing Saddles not in many years. Like, it's been so very long. Doesn't have eyes, you can't watch movies. No, I mean, I'm just here. I'm here for the video games. I'm a video gamesman, right? I don't have time for other older, obsolete media. Really. Video games are the future. Just look at the narrative of Persona 5. How can you deny that that is anything but the perfect story? Whatever. Look, I got the kills here. But what about quote unquote books? Have you gotten all the Chivos in DC? I am very close, but I think I'm still missing a couple of them. All right, Joe Biden has Joey Bag of Donuts has been a politician since the 80s. Well, I remember on one of the Germa streams when he was watching like old commercials, there was one of the characters like in like an MTV thing was referencing like stealing a speech from Joe Biden. It's like I would say that it's a safe bet that that guy would have ended up doing something. And he did. So there you go. Seda Stiletta. I mean, as long as I'm okay with not having a shield, this could actually be pretty good. Maybe a risky play here, but also at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, Biden has been a politician longer than I've been alive. Yeah, exactly. So it was weird. I was saw on like some news channel at the gym, like them showing like old, like the Biden footage from the early 90s, and it's just like, damn, it's weird to see a young Joe Biden. I don't know if I like that. It's distressing to me. But yeah, I mean, the plan is, though, when I'm eventually going to do the Super Series for this, which is, you know, at least I'm still thinking about doing that I am going to get, like, all the achievements and everything. We're going to do, like, 100% run. That's all, right? Because I feel like it's long overdue to do that. And I certainly could. There you go. You know I'd be able to handle that one pretty easy. And with the amount of poison going around here. Anachronox? The time travel RTS game? I heard that one wasn't very good. Kind of disappointing or something. Yeah. Nothing of much interest. Unless there is a different game called Anachronox. Which then I am not familiar with. There we go, there we go. Oh, very good. And I could also probably go get the one the mutation. Yeah. All right, all right. No, the weird American take on JRPGs made in the Quake engine. Oh, yeah. Kind of vaguely remember that. American take on JRPGs made in Quake. Is it like turn-based then? Or is it actually... Because I don't remember anything about that game. Is it turn-based or is it like a first-person shooter? If it's made in the Quake engine. Because I could see that being the case, is the thing. I do want to go grab that scroll fragment. I mean, I guess I could play that. I don't know. Usually people are not particularly interested in watching turn-based RPGs on the channel, but, you know. Since when has that ever stopped me from making me play them before? Fine, you save up your points. I'm not going to play that right now. What do you think of the Prince of Persia roguelike? I still haven't played it yet. Everything that I saw about it says just like, give it some more time in the oven. It needs a little bit more content before it becomes like really worth buying. Which is why I'm just like, you know, I can give it a while. After all, you know, I keep saying every time with a lot of what am I trying to think of? Early access games that it's like I often just kind of like burn out on early access and then never play the full version. So I feel like it's usually worthwhile for me to end up end up waiting for it to be released. Still haven't played like a Secrets of Grindia, for example. I like that game a lot, but it's just I haven't done it. Got to, at some point in time, when I finish up with like a lot of other stuff, I still got so many things on the plate to be doing, right? Maybe when that happens, end up finally making a return to do at least the proper ending to that game. Wait, it's full Secrets of Grindia? They have the ending. I think there's still going to be like side content and whatnot that's going to come out. I think they added a lot. I mean, what they've added is they added the last dungeon, the tower. But you know, it's like, yeah, that was I think like back in October or something. It's been a little bit now. But yeah, I haven't played that yet. Still, there's also like the full version of World of Horror that I haven't done. There's Undermine, which I played a lot prior to it getting properly released, and now they've announced a sequel at this point. So, you know, all that sort of stuff, totally my humor. I like that game. I thought that game was a lot of fun. But, you know, it's also one of those things where it's like, it came out over a long period of time. I started the series like back in 2018 or something, and that was you know, like 10 years after it had started to be in development in the first place. That entire thing. All right. Yeah, let's just get on out of here. Been in development forever. Yeah, right. But at least everything that I've played so far, I suppose I haven't actually played like the finale and everything like that, at least for the main story. I could use my points on that one, yeah, but I've already played that game. I mean, I suppose you could do it for a full playthrough of the full release of the game, or you could wait for Undermine 2 to come out. They're making a sequel, you know. Or would the points just be to finish up the game? Because like I did do some whatever. I did do some of the pretty difficult sort of challenges in that, like the thing. What am I thinking of? The decursing the shield. I meant the sequel? Yes, exactly. The sequel. Yes. All right. Clock Tower. I think I can do pretty good with this. There we go. And there we are. I mean, the only reason that I know, like, when new things are added to games is whenever I see them updating in Steam there. I was just talking about, dang. I want to at least rally up a good amount of health. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do. Whatever. Yeah. See, this is why I should have just kept the shield. Damn. Well, I did get the damned vigor to work there for a little bit. Throwing for content. I'll show you throwing for content.